This is the Crowbar, back with Mission 01 of Metal Gear Rising. This is really the first big main mission in the game. It's the first mission where you get all of your standard upgrades, and it introduces most of the gameplay systems that you're going to be using for the rest of the game. The first of these is Blade Mode, and these kind of three guys here are like the big spot where you get to test it out. Blade Mode allows you to slow time down and aim a slice to attack people. Specifically, on most enemies, if you hit the little rectangle that pops up, that's a target for where their like nano-paste organs are located. And if you hit that and then tap B, you'll absorb them and restore your health and your meter that allows you to use Blade Mode. You don't need to do it on every enemy, but it's the easiest way to get back health, and it's the easiest way to get back more blade meter, and it allows you to take some risks. It also gets you a lot of experience in combat, too, so you can level up faster and get new abilities. I had a problem with my recording originally, so I have all the item locations in here, you just can't see some of them. The first one you can get in this room, which is a data recording, and it's up on the chandelier in the middle. You can hop up to this balcony up here, and then from this balcony you can hop across to the chandelier and chop it down, and the data module will be on here. I already grabbed it, I had to re-record this section, so it doesn't show up in this recording, but that's where it'll be. After that, hop back up to the second floor and head on through to the next room. There'll be one guard down in the hallway here, which is the tutorial for stealth killing. First, you can run across here and grab this item. When you stealth kill an enemy, which can be done from either above or behind, it'll pause and allow you to use Blade Mode. It won't do it automatically. But do it and you can absorb the nano paste just like with any other enemy. You won't want to do that all the time. Sometimes there are reasons not to do that. Like stealth, which we're going to see here in a minute. So right here, you can go down and fight these guys if you want, but they are guarding a civilian, and there's an achievement / trophy for rescuing all the civilians in the game. And if these guys see you, they'll kill them, so you need to get in stealthily. Part of that is not Zandatsuing that guy right there. Otherwise, his body parts will fall down and alert the guards. So sneak up behind him and kill him. And then you wait for this guy to come along. And that's... you can use your little AR mode vision thing to see down to where they are. And this guy turns his back, come along and kill him. And this guy you're fine to kill. And stealth in this game can be a little funky. Most of the time, enemies won't be able to detect you if you're walking. As long as you're not ninja running, you won't get caught. Well, as long as you're not ninja running or you get seen. Then if you kill that guy and immediately kill this guy, he won't have time to kill the civilian here. So after these four guys are dead, talk to the civilian, and he'll thank you and leave, and it'll count. You don't really immediately gain any benefit from that, but if you codec call some of your people in your contact list, they'll give you some good stuff. Well, they'll give you some good advice. Moving along, and we run into the first sort of big enemy that we're going to be fighting, which is geckos. Geckos are... they're tougher than the regular guys you've been fighting, but they're not too bad. Their main attacks are that little kick move they just did there. This move is unblockable, but it's actually kind of a blessing in disguise. If you get hit with it and wiggle your stick fast enough, then you don't take any damage, and you can actually damage them instead. And fighting geckos one-on-one is pretty easy. You can block all of their block and parry most of their attacks. And there's one specific one you really want to watch out for, which is the one where he's doing right there, the charge. If you block this, it'll give you a prompt to counter it, and if you counter it, then you can instantly Zandatsu him and kill him.
Very good, Ryder. Now,
After taking care of those guys, you can hop up here to find another piece of data. Like I said, it's gone, so I had to record. There's normally a chest here, and you have to blade mode cut the lock open. So head along here, and you can open this chest and find an item. Now, geckos, like pretty much every other enemy in the game, can be stealth killed. So if you sneak up behind them and get the chance, then you can kill them just like anybody else in one hit. And I would say, generally speaking, stealth in this game it's nice to use it. It's not 100% necessary, because you can always kill everybody who shows up. But it can be useful in a few circumstances, and it's nice to start out using stealth, and then just go into combat when you get caught. And like a lot of action games like this, it's a good idea to kind of take out guys one at a time so you have less people to deal with. You can kind of get crowded pretty easily in this game if there's multiple enemies that you're fighting at once. So it's a good idea to take out the weaker ones first, and then focus on the strong ones. Now when you head through this door, normally you get a little scene that introduces this laptop sort of data station thing here. I've been through before, and this is a re-recording of this spot, so I didn't get it. But you use those terminals to unlock VR missions. If you head up the stairs and head through this hallway, you'll get a cutscene that leads into a boss fight. And this is a pretty easy boss fight. He just has a few attacks. His main attack that he'll use is that little 3-hit combo right there, and all of those can be blocked. He'll also use that move where he does a little backflip and tosses daggers at you. That can be blocked. And he also does that charge too. And occasionally he'll get stunned if you block his stuff right, but he's really easy enough that you can just block and then attack him when he's open after his own attacks. After you do a little bit of damage, he'll hop up on the wall here and call for backup. This is really better for you than it is for him, because you can Zandatsu these guys and get some of your health back if you've gotten hit. Then, after fighting them, he jumps back down. He's a little bit more aggressive this time, and he's more apt to use his charge attack. And his charge, there's two forms. There's one where he directly charges at you, which we've seen a couple times, and there's one where he jumps around a bunch before he hits you. And it's kind of an odd angle, but that was the one where he jumps around a bunch. And if he hits you with that, he does quite a bit of damage in that little scene there. That's the more direct one. And then this is the one where he jumps around a bunch. And if you block the final hit of it, you can get a really good shot in on him. After you get him down to about 40%, he'll summon a gecko to try and defend you. Kind of the same thing as before. Geckos, if you kind of stick at medium range like this, they're really liable to do the charge attack. It's dependent a little bit on difficulty. I'm playing on normal, so they're more likely to do it than they are on hard or anything beyond that. Once the gecko's down, he'll pop down for the final phase of the boss fight. Then just do some more damage, and once you've done enough, you'll get a prompt to stab him a few times and then slice him up, which ends the fight. Now we're just about done with the first portion of the mission here, but before you continue forward, there's one more little collectible item you can get here. Head into this building after the smoke clears of that battle, and you can find a data item up on this shelf. And then I'll continue the guide in the next video.